Okay. So, like I was just saying to you, Pam, what we had yesterday is we had a lot of people here in the PC office, and we were kind of having some conversations about how do I figure out the right script? What's the right conversation for these different situations, right?
Okay.
And we all know that you're never going to have like every script, every dialogue in your head remembered, right? It's
Right.
impossible. So, what we kind of worked our way through was this: when you're dealing with your sphere of influence, you're dealing with people that you know, like what is the kind of the go-to conversation that we always know we're having with people we already know?
Ford.
I'm asking, what?
Ford.
Absolutely, right? So it's the Ford conversation. Okay? So
Uh-huh.
we're having that conversation of family, occupation, recreation, dreams, right? Three questions. We've said this before. How are you? How's your family? How's your job? Like those are the conversations that we're working in with all the people that we know already. Okay.
Okay.
When we have somebody that we know that then transitions into they're a possible listing or they're a possible buyer, well, now they're not just my friend. So now they're a client. So now I can transition that to, hey, let's talk about listing your property. Well, hey, Anthony, what experience do you have? Ooh, well, now that's an experience script that I'm talking about. Or, hey, I think you're too busy. Ooh, okay. Well, now that's a time management conversation that we're having, right? So I can transition that over. So what we came to yesterday was the fact we need to have a few conversations that we just have down cold because those are the ones that we're going to come get hit with. We're going to come back with in our objections. So we have to be good at our objection handling on um, three, four, maybe five things because most people are going to bring up the same objections. So the challenge I gave to Kaylin yesterday, and I'm giving it to everybody who watches this video, is write down what you think your main objections are that someone's going to bring up for a listing. Write down your main objections that are going to come in for a buyer, and then let's figure out what those objections handlers would be. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you. I pulled up the MREA script book that is on your Trello board. Okay. And I went to general objections. So this is from in that book. So Cody's sitting right here. I'm on page 324, my friend. 324. So it's going through some quick responses to objections. So this, I mean, it's not going to be all encompassing, but here's a couple things, right? So you get on the phone and someone says, "Please stop calling me." Like, don't try to sell that person, right? Okay, I will stop calling. Have a great day. That's it. If you remember what we've talked about is you're going to get told no way more than you get told yes. So don't take that personal. It can't be personal. They don't know you. If Cody calls me and I don't know Cody and I say, "Yeah, man, I don't want to talk to you." Like that's not me having a personal reaction to Cody. Like I don't know you. So great. You were a jerk on the phone. No problem. Great. Have a great day, man. Talk to you like see you bye. Right? So that no got me closer to my yes. And if I know I've got to talk to a bunch of no's before I get to a yes, like I'm thankful for that no. Thank you, Mr. Cody, for hanging up on. Like that's awesome. Appreciate you. Okay. Next one. It's
Um,
gonna go ahead, Pam.
Under MREA script book and general objections,
Yep.
mine says page 1 of 22, and it goes to 22 pages, and that's it. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Okay, I just want to make sure I had the right one.
Yeah. And then when you open it, like I literally took the book and photocopied it into the Trello board. So
Okay.
when you start scrolling down, I'm on page 324.
It only goes to 22 though. Mine only goes, once I open it, it only goes to page 22, 1 through 22.
I know, but they shouldn't be numbered 1 to 22. Like look on the bottom. Look at the screen right now.
Oh,
Bottom right
yeah,
corner.
326.
There you
Okay.
go. Go to
Okay.
324.
324. Gotcha.
There you go. All right. So just going through some of these general objections, right? So it's going to be a long time before we're ready to buy or sell a home. Okay, cool. I need to have some idea of what I might say if someone says that.
Right.
Okay, so the person says, "Hey, it's going to be a long time before we're ready to buy or sell." Maybe you come back with, "Really? When are you thinking about buying or selling?" Oh, 6 months from now, a year, whatever, right? So before I go through the rest of the script, you're going to hear this a lot. And I hear a lot of new agents get frustrated, right? I've had this conversation more times than I would like to count of, yeah, Anthony, I've got like 5 or 6 people that are interested in buying or selling, but it's not until like August of 2021 or like the beginning of 2022. And they're like dejected. They're like, oh, I don't have any business. Oh my God, like you should be ecstatic about that. That's future business. That's your pipeline, right? So don't get in that habit of going, well, you don't want to buy right now. So now, A, you're not important to me. I'm pushing you off, right? And B, of like in panic mode. Somebody's going to need your service now because they were thinking about it 9 months ago, right? So still take those people, put them in your pipeline, start loving on them, start nurturing them, make sure that in 9 months you're not back in panic mode because I don't have any business. No, I have business in 9 months, right? I want Cody, if he's my client, to tell me, hey, I want to buy a house in 2025. Baby, I know I'm still in business in 2025. Like, that's awesome. Okay. So I don't want, we're not ready to buy or sell. Really? When do you think you might be buying or selling? Oh, sometime later in 2021. That's awesome. Do you happen to know of anybody else that might have some real estate related needs that might need to buy or sell? Hey, do you mind, Mr. Cody, if I send you some market data every now and then so that when you are ready, you will know about the latest trends in prices, mortgage information, and the real estate market in general? Awesome. Can I have your email? That's great. Thank you very much. What I can do is this. I have a neighborhood nurture plan. It's a email that goes out. I can send it once a month or twice a month, whichever one you would prefer. Tells you about your specific neighborhood, what prices they're selling for, has the market trends. I can send you market reports if you're interested in that, whatever you would like. Does any of that sound of value to you? Great. Blah, 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 right? So I took this little objection and now I'm adding in an additional conversation that I know in my head. Does that make sense? This is why you got to start internalizing some of this stuff. Okay. So you took their objection. I'm not ready right now. Awesome. Clarify that. When might you be buying or selling? Then ask for a referral. Hey, do you know anybody else? Now, I changed it. I didn't say, do you know anyone else who might be buying or selling? I changed that to, do you know anybody else who has a real estate related need? Because it could be, yeah, my kid's going to college and they need a rental. Yeah, I need an apartment. Somebody, hey, my brother is actually thinking about getting into real estate. I want to talk to that guy, right? So, real estate related need, right? And then you asked permission. May I send you some information about the market? Totally free of charge, no strings attached, just so you have some information. Any questions on that one? Okay. This one we get quite a bit, I think, right? I'm in a lease, right? I'm in a lease. It doesn't expire for another couple months. I'm not ready, right? So, prospect, I appreciate the call, but my lease doesn't expire for 2 months, 3 months, whatever. Hey, just give me a call back in a month or so. What's your response? Hey, totally understand that. Can I tell you though, now's a really good time to start looking, and here's why. In most cases, it's going to take 30 days from the time that you see a place that you want. We negotiate the contract for you. You do your walkthrough inspection, right? Everything else is ordered. We're done. So your lease runs out in 2 months. Do you want to be in the last part of, in this case, March, right? Do you want to be the last couple weeks of March panicking, trying to find a place, and then have to renew your lease for an extended period of time? Or Do you want to start now? So then when your lease is over, we can transition you straight into the home of your dreams. I'm gonna wait for them, right? People don't tend to think ahead enough, right? Oh, my lease isn't up for 60 days. They're still in lease mode, right? I just got to make my decision 30 days before whether or not I'm going to renew or not. So, how can we change that mindset? How can we change that thing and go back to pain versus pleasure, right? That's this next part. You're going to need time to pack. You're going to need time to set up utilities. You're going to need like all this stress at the end of your lease. Do you want all this stress? Or do you want me to take that stress off of you? Start the process now. We start looking. We get you in touch with the mortgage lender. We get the ball rolling. Now, when we're done, it's a smooth transition over. Find their pain and then see if you can't solve it. Does that make sense? Okay,
Yes.
awesome. All right, and then this is the last two here, right? And there's more on this page. I just picked the last couple, right? I'm not buying or selling right now. So the person says, "Well, I'm not ready to buy or sell anything." Cool. I totally understand that. Do you know of anyone else who might be buying or selling or have any real estate related need? Awesome. Thank you for taking a minute to think about that. I really appreciate that. Would you be interested? Would this be of value to you? I'd be happy to send you some market data, right? Send you once a month information about your specific neighborhood, what the prices are, right? I go back into my neighborhood nurture script. So the reason I wanted to do this one, just so you can see it as well, is it's the same objection handler. It's the same thing. It's a different conversation. Well, I don't want to buy right now. Well, I don't know anybody. Cool, right? Can I provide value to you? Like this can be your go to, pull it out of my pocket. Hey, can I provide value to you by sending you market data? Can I be of value to you sending you a neighborhood nurture email? Right? Would you find that helpful? Yeah, that sounds good. Awesome. I'm going to email it to you. I need a good email address. Right? And then don't spam them with a ton of things. Like be true to your words. Send them the things that you say you're going to send them. Right? And then the last one, again, just like we started with the first one, please don't call me anymore. Absolutely great. Have a good day. Please take me off your mailing list. Okay, cool. I'm going to take you off my mailing list. If they tell you they don't want to do business with you, like don't push it. I don't want to do business with you. It's that simple. Right? So I go through these to say, I want you to have a few little objections that fit a broad spectrum and be comfortable so you don't get stuck in that, what do I say? Right? Hey, can I be of value to you? Would it be of best interest to you for me to send you some information about the market, the Hammond area, your specific neighborhood, etc.? Awesome. Here it is. Or no. Absolutely. Cool. Would you mind if I followed up with you in 3 months? Yeah, that'd be fine. Awesome. I'm gonna reach back out to you at the end of March. Cool. All right. They're gonna forget about it. You go put it into your command, you go put it into your calendar, reach back out to Mr. Cody at the end of March. It comes back up in your timeline and your task to do March 28th. Call Mr. Cody. Hey, Mr. Cody, it's Anthony from Keller Williams. Hey, man. Hey, I told you I would follow back up with you at the end of March, and I'm true to my word, sir. It's March 28th. I just want to call back and see how you're doing. Cody, I'm doing really good, man. I really appreciate you following up, right? Because people do. People like it when you follow up on your word. I'm actually start my whole situation changed, right? So I'm actually going to do a video with my sister about this. She's a buyer's agent, so I won't spoil her story. But hers was all about follow up, follow up, follow up, and it went from a very small potential sale to a much larger sale just because she did what I just told you to do. Like tell somebody, keep your word, follow up, see what they need. Any questions on any of this, Pam?
No, sir.
Okay, cool. So, quick recap. People you know, people that already like, love, know, trust you, all that good stuff, right? Normal forward conversation, 3 questions. How are you? How's your family? How's your job? Like that's all kinds of good stuff in there, right? Don't be afraid to ask for the business. Not every time you talk to somebody, but you still have to bring it up. Hey, just checking in. Reminder, if you know anybody who has a real estate related need, please let me know. Yeah, man, I got you. Cool. All right. Done with that. Okay. People I don't know, you start picking your scripts that you're comfortable with, start internalizing them, practice them over and over and over till they become in your head. And this is now stuff I would say, not, I would never say it like that. Cool. Get it in there so I know the progress and where I'm going A to Z. Make it you. Now it is something I would say, and it's internalized. And then have a few objection handlers that you always can go to and go, hey, that I could absolutely say that with this. Boom. Cool. All right. Appreciate it. If you have any questions, let me know.